So, did you get Smash Bros? I asked my friend Owen. He paused to take a drag on a cigarette before answering. I got Tomodachi Life. What's that? I thought you were going to get Smash Bros. I got it thinking we were going to play together. I know, but when I watch these hilarious YouTube videos of Tomodachi characters singing songs, you could change the lyrics to anything you want. It's freaking awesome. What does that sound awesome? But I do wish you had told me. I would have gotten it too. Sorry, dude. Oh well, Smash Bros should be fun anyway. Owen took another drag. Then he said, I gotta go back to work. I'll call you later and tell you how it is. Okay, I'll just play Smash Bros until then. Bye. Bye and watch the videos. Okay, bye. I went to YouTube and searched Tomodachi Life Funny Songs. Needless to say, people were making their own lyrics to the songs sung by the video game characters, and as funny as you'd think it is. Damn, I said. Now I want this game. That evening, Owen called to tell me about it. Dude, you would love Tomodachi Life. I made the most messed up looking people. I can't wait for them to have babies. They have babies? That's so awesome. Yeah, and they're a combination of the parents, so if the parents look all fucked up, then the baby will probably be a complete freak. Damn, Smash Bros is fun. I did a few online battles, but I didn't know what I'm doing yet. Owen changed the subject back to Tomodachi. It's weird though, I didn't get to make my own character at the beginning. Why not? I don't know. There was already a character there. I wanted to import my me, but just jumped over that part. I know because I watched a video on YouTube showing someone starting a game for the first time. They tried editing it, but it won't save. That's weird. So you're forced to be someone else? Well, not really. I mean, I just made another character that looks like me, and I'm pretending he's the main guy. It's kind of weird since the me's talk about the other guy, like he's the mayor or whatever, not me. Wait, did you ever get a used copy? Oh, that must be it. They usually erase games before they resell them. At least that's what my store we did. Owen had previously worked at GameStop, so I guess they forgot or didn't bother. Are you gonna restart? There's no point. Really, besides, this character is awesome. His name is Mr. Happy Death. He's even got a song. A song? Do other people get songs? Yeah, but his is fucking awesome. It's called Dying Happy. Haha, that's awesome. I want to hear it. Yeah, maybe if I could find a way to put it on the internet or something. Oh wait, let me show you the lyrics. Okay. Owen turned on his 3DS and loaded up Tomodachi Life. He quickly brought up Mr. Happy techno song, Dying Happy. Okay, listen. Well, first it starts in the robot voice. Everyone's dying happy. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, then it goes. Owen then began to sing playfully in his gentle baritone. It's so awesome whenever people die. They're just not alive anymore. It makes me so happy. I've never been so happy. Let's all die, hold hands, jump to our deaths. Our brains will splatter. Happy. Death is so cool. Let's all commit death. He then started to laugh at it towards the end, and I just burst out in hysterics. It sounded like something we would write, I said. Yeah, it's even better than Mr. Happy sings it when I've listened to it 100 times. You have to see the way they dance, too. The song alone isn't enough. I gotta find a way to show it to you. Well, you need to get Smash Bros so we can play together. I will. I gotta go, though. I'll call you tomorrow. Okay, bye. Bye. But he didn't call. And the day after that, he didn't call. I tried calling him and just went to voicemail. It wasn't unusual if he was working a lot not to hear from him. So I didn't think any of it. A week later, I finally got a call from Owen's number. What's up? I asked, as the voice usually did when Owen called. A female voice answered quietly. This is Jenny. Oh, what's up? It's about Owen. What about him? Something horrible happened. Her voice was trembling. I could tell that she had been crying. I didn't know what to think, but if I knew Owen's wife was calling me, then there was something seriously wrong. I thought that maybe he left her, but I wasn't sure why she would call me to tell me when Owen could have just done it himself. Just tell me what happened. It's okay. Owen is no longer with us. I didn't understand the meaning of those words. My best friend wouldn't die and leave me alone, not when we were both doing so well. I had been on a new medication for a year and a half, helped fix a lot of my issues, and he had quit drinking and gotten a better job. He couldn't die now when everything was going through all right for a change. After a long silence, I asked a burning question. How did it happen? He jumped off an overpass. Wait, he jumped? He didn't fall? I refused to believe that he would kill himself. He definitely jumped. He smiled at me before he did it. By the end of her statement, she began sobbing and could no longer speak properly. I was speechless. Wasn't there anything I could have imagined that would make him do something like that? We were so close that if he was really going to kill himself, he would have told me. He would at least send me an email or something with a goodbye message. I was more angry than sad, though later when I was alone in the dark, I cried for a while. It had been a very long time. A few weeks later, I decided to purchase Tomodachi Life so I could feel closer to Owen. He was enjoying the game when I talked to him last, so I could remember him being happy whenever playing it. He was right about it being hilarious. I made a bunch of crazy looking Miis, but I also made one that looked like Owen. And of course myself, I pampered with his Mii a lot, and made sure he married the most charming girl on the island. One day I was shocked to receive an email from Owen's address. I opened it assuming it was from Jenny, and was surprised when I saw a video file. Why would Jenny send me a video? I thought it might be some kind of memorial video about Owen, but that's not what it was. I clicked play and was immediately confused. It was nearly black and white and it was pretty blurry. It looked like someone recorded a video game with a webcam, and a crappy one at that. I then saw the words, "Everybody's dying happy." Without even thinking, I stopped the video right there. My whole body went numb. I sat still for a few minutes, wondering if I should press play again. Who could have sent this to me? Did Owen send it before he died and just showed up now? I didn't recall his webcam being such of a low quality. My curiosity soon took over my fear, and I resumed the video. There were 6 Miis dancing on stage. Mr. Happy suddenly descended, revealing his spooky face. He had no hair, his eyes were just 2 black holes, and his mouth was a black oval. He resembled that of a famous painting, The Scream. It was all rather innocent, really, until he began to sing. The music was upbeat, but the lyrics were just as Owen had recited to them to see me. They were funny at times, but now they felt more morbid and disturbing, knowing that my best friend had killed himself. I realized then that there could have been a connection. I just didn't know who sent me the email. I tried to forget about Mr. Happy, but for some reason, I found myself watching the video again. In fact, I watched it dozens of times. Each time I became less afraid and more accepting of the lyrics. Perhaps Mr. Happy had a point. Dying happy does seem like something everyone would want to do. After all, everyone dies sometime. Why die sad? Owen wasn't sad when he died. He was smiling. Although a smile does not always mean someone's happy. They could be hiding their true feelings. Was Owen hiding this? When I went back to Tomodachi Life, I was greeted by an unwelcome face. Somehow Mr. Happy had moved in the same name, same face, same catchphrase. It was impossible. My niece and nephew hadn't been over for a while, so I knew there was no one else playing. Even if they were, they wouldn't know about Mr. Happy. I shut off the system, put it down, and just sat there stupefied. I didn't even move for hours. Once I calmed down a little, I found myself humming Mr. Happy's song. I couldn't help it. I just had kept playing the Kitsuno Tomodachi. If Mr. Happy was related to Owen's death in a way, I would need to see for myself what he was all about. Everything seemed fine when I returned to the little island. Mr. Happy was just like the other residents. Even with this strange catchphrase like, "Death feels good," I tried to change them, but they wouldn't keep. I tried changing the lyrics of the song, but they reverted back as well. Even stranger, Mr. Happy became the most charming male on the island, and every female was in love with him. I couldn't figure out how Mr. Happy could be involved in Owen's death when he was just a video game character. If he was in both our games, then he must have it put there by the programmers. Maybe he appeared later in my game because I needed to unlock him or something. At least that's what I thought at the time, until the Mies started dying. Name of me has committed end life. That's the message when I looked at one of the Mies apartments. They would never put death in a family-friendly game like Tomodachi Life. It was beyond unsettling. Did this happen to Owen's game too? I wondered. The next day, the dead Mies apartment was gone, and that the Mii that lived next door had taken their own life. It didn't affect me in the same way it did the dying first one, but it was still remarkably strange. I continued to happen the ways that days had progressed. Each time I played, the Mii who took their own lives of the previous day was erased entirely. As another Mii was dying, lying dead in their apartment. As time went by, I became less and less concerned by what was happening. Honestly, it started to make me feel good when the Mies would take their own life. I knew it was going to happen, and the anticipation proved to be quite exhilarating. Owen's death drifted further and further from my mind, and I began to feel happier than I was before he died. After 36 Mies were gone, there was just one more lying dead. Mr. Happy, Owen and myself. The deaths occurred descending order according to the apartment layout. So the order of the deaths should be Owen and myself and then Mr. Happy. But Mr. Happy can't die. He has to be there to help others be happy. Without him, I would never have realized that we should all die happy. I know that the reason why Owen killed himself was because he was happier than he ever been. He wanted to die happy. He wanted to die free. I want to do the same. The following morning, I got up early to play Tomodachi Life. I smiled inside out when I saw Owen's Mii lying dead on this virtual apartment. Mr. Happy's song started playing on its own. I danced around the room, although I didn't know how to dance. Just one more day and it will be my turn. My Mii will die. So will I. I will die happy. It's something everyone should do. Why would we want our last moments to be painful? We don't want our families and friends to remember us smiling? Tomorrow I will jump to my death, but first I will smile at someone I love. Thank you, Mr. Happy.